Hello, I'm Dr. Manjiri Valsankar, Director, Bhide Hospital Test Tube Baby Center, Navi Pet, Pune. Today, let us talk about azoospermia. We have already seen in our previous sections, but many patients of ours requested us to discuss this again, and hence we are taking this topic again today. Now, whenever a couple comes to me, we screen the wife in depth for sonography, blood test and various parameters. Along with the ladies, her husbands are screened as a basic test which is known as semen analysis. Whenever the sperm count is 0, it is termed as azoospermia. Azoospermia or zero sperm count can be of two major types: obstructive azoospermia or non-obstructive azoospermia. Now, whenever a patient of azoospermia approaches us, the first thing is we do certain hormonal tests and investigations such as serum FSH, testosterone, prolactin and thyroid levels of the man to see whether his hypothalamo-pituitary axis is intact or not, by which we mean that whether the brain is secreting the hormones for sperm production in a normal way or is there any imbalance. Apart from that, it is important to see if there are any structural deformities in the reproductive tract of the man. Sometimes on scrotal sonography or Doppler test, we find that he has a varicocele, and because of dilatation, the sperm count is reducing sequentially in spite of medical management or in spite of taking medicines. After doing blood tests and sonographies, we then come to a conclusion whether this is a obstructive or non-obstructive azoospermia. In obstructive azoospermia men, we can retrieve the sperms directly from the testis by bypassing whatever obstruction is there in the reproductive tract with the help of procedures like advanced techniques like testicular sperm aspiration or PISA, that is TISA or PISA can be done, and the sperms are artificially retrieved from the man and can be used for doing ICSI or further test tube baby procedures. So, in non-obstructive azoospermia men in whom there is no obstruction but the hormonal levels are problematic, they need to take hormones for around 3 to 6 months supplementation, and sequentially we need to screen whether the sperm production can be started. This, however, is seen only in around 5% of the men, in which the sperm production actually starts after 3 to 5 months of therapy. In the unfortunate ones in which non-obstructive azoospermia does not show any spermatogenesis, they might have to opt for a legal sperm donation program for making a test tube baby. So, if you are a patient with sperm count 0, don't panic. Read about it, talk to your IVF consultant, get yourself screened really well, the necessary investigations have to be done, and then proceed for a TISA-PISA for confirming whether there is spermatogenesis, and accordingly start the treatment right away. Thank you.